Hi, welcome. This is a video on how to graph from the factored form of quadratic equations. This is at the proficient level. They have given us this equation and it's factored. Don't let the fractions frighten you. We could think of the two factors as being this times this. And so if we want that to be equal to over here y, which we want it to be equal to 0 so that we know where it crosses the x-axis, is all along the x-axis, y equals 0. And so if we set y equal to 0, then we can find out what the x values are where y equals 0. So I'm going to say, hey, what's negative 1/4 x when it's equal to 0, and solve that. Or what's x minus 4 equal to 0. So over here, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1/4. And that just cancels that. And x then is equal to, 0. And over here, if I add 4, that cancels, and x is equal to 4. So, or x equals 0 or x equals 4. So my x-intercepts are at 0, 0, and 4, 0. So this, when y equals 0, those are always going to be like that. And then my two x values of x equals 0 here and x equals 4 here, 0 and 4 right there. So I'm going to graph these. Here's 0, 0, and here's 0, 4. Now my vertex is always going to be the average of those two x-intercepts, the x values of the x-intercepts. So I take 0 plus 4 and I divide by 2, and that's 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So my axis of symmetry is x equals 2, and it's this line that goes up here in between them. You can also, by the way, get that line by just counting. If you've graphed them, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of 4 is 2, so I just go over 1, 2 from one side, or 1, 2 from the other side, and my axis of symmetry is right in between those. So right there, and my vertex is going to be somewhere along that line. And to find out where it is, I just plug it back into the original equation. So what is y when x equals 2? I would put, here's negative 1/4 times x, but x is 2, so I'm going to put that. And then all of that is multiplied by x minus 4, or 2 minus 4. And negative 1/4 times 2 is negative 2/4, or negative 1/2. And 2 minus 4 would be negative 2. Now a negative times a negative is positive, and half of 2 is 1. So y equals 1. And so I know that my vertex, let's go here, green. This x equals 2 is my x coordinate of the vertex, and this y equals 1 is my y coordinate of the vertex. And so it's at the point 2, 1, and I'm already here 2. I knew that it was going to be here, so I just go up 1, and I can see kind of how my graph goes. It's going to curve over here and over here, and then it's just going to go down from there in a U shape. And it's just a sketch, so if it's not perfect at that point, it's fine. We're going to learn how to see how to make that more accurate later on. This is just a sketch.